Alrighty. I think I've adjusted a few things. As you can see now. I'm sure. Here I am. And I've been thinking, I should probably just head to these quests. Start with that last time. Two, that's very much. So therefore, I might still be able to do more spells. That over there. I found it a little bit weird. Alright. Something's right here.
It is not
Revelio.
What's it out?
All sorts of things to do. Aha! What's on this side? Alright, we'll go over there. Upstairs. Okay. I need to check on gear. I think I got some. Well, it looks like I do not have any hand. Oh, I do have hand gear. Head gear, I guess. Okay. Okay. Headwear. Oh, I've got a hat. Increases defense. It is a sea hat. So here we've got defense 4. Let's do. Just gonna go with this one for a moment. Cloaks and robes. Well, that's a place to start. I guess I am now level 2 and I've got I guess I've got things. Oh, this is a page that does the research. Okay. Interesting. Well, let's get to.
Protego. Lumos. Revelio. Revelio.
you've got. Bombard!
Levioso!
Professor Hecat!
Perhaps you'd be good enough to blast each other to pieces in your own time. I get new students every year, but I only have one Hebridean black skull. It was a token from the Great Poacher Raid of 1878. No doubt you've heard of it. Now, you may be asking yourself how an old woman like me single-handedly took out the largest poacher ring in eastern Wales and lived to boast about it. Knowledge. To the wise, age matters very little. Today we will review a spell that has saved me from death at the hands of dark wizards more times than I care to remember. Levioso.
Levioso? A levitation charm?
Levioso! A surprised opponent is a weak opponent. Care to defend yourself, Master Pruitt? No? One thing I've learned as an unspeakable is the value of simplicity, especially in the heat of battle. Now, let's practice what we've just learned, starting with something small.
Alright, these spells are interesting. Not too hard to see yet.
Levioso.
Wonder how many you learn.
Now, let's try something a little larger. Let us begin with the basic cast. See how the dummy deflected your cast? This time, cast Levioso first, then the basic cast. Remember, a surprised opponent.
Levioso.
Good. Now, well done. Very good, but the best way to practice is by dueling. We'll start with you two. Duelists, take your marks.
Time for a proper Hogwarts welcome.
Now, I want a fair duel, using only Levioso, basic cast, and Protego. You may begin.
This should be easy.
You're good.
How perceptive. Thank you. How's the view?
Rather good at this, aren't you?
I know. That had to hurt.
Try again. Not very good with the potatoes.
Levioso.
Lucky.
Nothing lucky about it.
This can't be your first duel.
Let's just say I'm a quick luck. You're good.
How perceptive.
Levioso.
What are you doing up there?
Rather good at this, aren't you? Stupid.
I know.
Stupefy.
Remember the lesson. Levioso is quite effective in concert with other spells.
That had to hurt.
Try again. interesting bone corpse. Little symbols behind me. Aha! See. Loading.
This should be easy.
Levioso!
This can't be your first duel.
Let's just say
I do enjoy a lively duel.
Protego! Stu Protego! Levioso!
All my students with a step. Try to anticipate your opponent's next move.
I think I won, even though we're still alive.
Not bad for a beginner. You give as good as you get.
2 losses, 1 win. Not so great, but oh well.
I put you on the spot, and you rose to the challenge. Points to Ravenclaw.
Thank you, Professor Hecat. Glad to have the opportunity to practice.
If what I've seen today is any indication, we can expect great things from you. I demand excellence from my students. They are capable of achieving it, and they must achieve it. A classroom duel is one thing, but battling dark wizards, or as ever more likely, goblins, is a different kettle of Grindylows entirely.
Understood, Professor.
So, I'd advise you to keep practicing whenever you can. Perhaps Mr. Sallow will have some ideas for you. Again, well done today. I shall reach out soon with additional assignments.
Homework. Fighting.
All right, that's enough spectacle for one day. Class is
Revelio.
dismissed.
I got a quest there. And seems to have a locked thing this way.
Oh, I'm not much for dueling. I prefer...
You dueled Sebastian. He's strong competition. Well done.
If you know the right spells, it's dark wizards that'll fear you, not the other way around.
Oh, table.
Always thought Levioso was for first years. Not anymore.
Uh-huh.
I'd hate to face Professor Hecat in a duel.
Well, let's talk.
Nice work.
I enjoyed that.
Well, that duel was quite something. Everyone will be talking about it.
It was certainly good practice.
Practice. It felt more like I was dueling an expert. Sebastian Sallow, by the way. Didn't expect a new student to be so deft with a wand. Then again, perhaps this wasn't your first duel.
I've dueled enough. Consider yourself lucky I held back.
Huh, fair enough. You owe me an honest duel when you aren't. You know, you might be a perfect fit for a certain exclusive, unsanctioned dueling organization.
Exclusive and unsanctioned. Count me in.
Excellent. Knew I was right about you. If you want to get the most out of your time at Hogwarts, you're going to need to break the rules now and then. Whether it's joining a secret dueling club, or sneaking into the restricted section of the library, you just have to be clever enough not to get caught.
Thank you, Sebastian. I'll keep that in mind.
Good.
Wandering the line.
Pleasure chatting with you. I'm sure I'll see you soon. Perhaps somewhere unsanctioned? We'll see if your performance today was sheer luck or actual skill. Look for Luke and Brattleby near the clock tower entrance. If you're interested.
I'm gonna go for luck.
Till next time.
Lumos. Levioso. Revelio. Protego.
Okay.
Revelio.
Thank you, Mrs. Potts.
Revelio.
There a little bit.
Revelio.
No, I do not going upstairs. Hello, what have we here?
Lumos. Revelio.
Well, sort of look like things in the painting. Sort of. But I see a treasure chest up here. Something I should check it out.
Revelio.
Money, 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 money. Someone's making secret potions. You're cool and all, but I don't think I can open you.
Levioso. Revelio.
Oh, I found the butterfly.
Lumos. Revelio.
Oh, come on, he's not a thing. Well, that's just ridiculous.
Lumos.
There's a treasure chest there. And it is locked.
Revelio.
Unimportant.
Lumos.
Alrighty.
Revelio.
What are through these doors? Can I go through these doors? Okay, they are doors.
Revelio.
I believe I've been here before. I think I found my little puzzle solution up top. Let's see about the map. Well, I can either stand over there more directly, or look around some more. I'm thinking the timer under my chinny chin chin instead of the upper right is a better position because I want to see how long this game takes to play. Nice scenery. Stones.
Revelio.
Professor Fig, as if my schedule wasn't congested enough, the Ministry has charged me with arranging the rather inconvenient arrival of a new student at Hogwarts, a 5th year, if you can believe. Professor Weasley insists that they will need an escort and a mentor to help them acclimate. Whoops. Before term begins, I have assigned the test to you. Please see Professor Weasley for details. Professor Phineas Nigellus Black, Headmaster. You helped Harry Potter in the future.
Revelio!
So maybe I should be less suspicious of you and your friends.
Revelio!
Hello. What have we there? Looks like a room and a combo. Nice tap that. Does one go up from here? I guess I need to find myself some stairs like there. How rude, just running into people.
Professor Ronan tends to go on a bit.
Revelio!
We sometimes have to remind him to finish the lesson.
Some of us don't necessarily want him to get back to the lesson.
I enjoy having lunch down by the lake. Except when the giant... And then the werewolves join the goblins on the upside.
Werewolves, where were you? In the Goblin Rebellion of 1752.
And by the end of it, the Minister for Magic was Albert Booth.
Interesting things.
Revelio!
Some more gold. Shame. Hello, you. Outright pet cats. Good choice. Good choice. They could be quite nice after all. Can also be vicious.
Revelio!
Oh, I'm glad I unlocked that. So I'm not really paying attention. Oh my. Some vandalism has occurred. Ah, here we go. Well, question mark 1 is 0 and 3. And I'll pull up my little pictures here. And the other side you see. Let's put that on the right spot so I can actually see it. Yeah, we're supposed to be on this other side. Not that any of you can see it. But it was on the wrong window. Alright, let's see here. 3 and 2. Dragony looking thing. Goat, something. Oh, there's the other one. Alright, that means unicorn and 4. Unicorn is 1, 4 is 5. Interesting. 12. It's 7 points. So, weird-headed, tentacly creature. 3 up on that side. That should be the winner.
Revelio.
One thing. Oh, I've got some new clothing. Yippee. Let's actually take a look at it. Might as well, it's extra defense. Definitely not. That'll be nice.
Revelio. Levioso.
Interesting. I guess correctly. Moving unfortunately. The spell to do a thing for it. Oh, hello.
Revelio.
Hold on, doing it from here. Depicts the wizard Barnabas the Burmese foolish attempt to train fools for the ballet. One can only imagine the impact on the arts. Only imagine the impact on the arts that he succeeded. Okay, there we go.
Revelio. Revelio.
Oh, the treasure chest there. That's a thing. Always locked. Dear Stangavaki, I'm pleased to hear that I received word from contacts in Cambridge who concluded that they had, in fact, been incorrect in their understanding of meteor showers. It seems that an Irish astronomer and a British astronomer both built upon the work done by an Italian astronomer, all muggles, mind you, as far as I know. The purpose calculating the position of the dust at Earth's orbit as means of connecting meteors to comets. Brilliant, really. One can only imagine what they might do with an enchanted telescope. Frustratingly, in my correspondence, I did feel that I had to continue using the pseudonym for my days as a gentleman scholar. Whilst I still find it rather exciting to have a secret identity, the reason irks me. I am so looking forward to our trip later this year to Geneta Mentora. What an adventure we shall have. I miss you, dear sister, and do hope you are well. Love, with love, Searchy, or some such. These cabinets are rather consistent.
Rebellion.
I thought that was something else. And I'm still stuck at one. Try the other door. Closets of souls. Slash observatory somewhere up here. Feels like an observatory location. Hello, what have we?
Lumos.
Let's see this. That looks like somebody's classroom.
Revelio. 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 Lumos.
Come with me, little butterfly. Hey, the cleaned up statues. Or marble busts. Busts. Oh, this was a luminous thing.
Levioso. Revelio. Levioso. Revelio.
I guess we're here. Welcome to class.
Here! Behind you! There is an open seat here.
Thank you.
Hello, I am Nettie. So you are the new student. Have you met Professor Ronan yet?
Shall we begin? Welcome to Year 5 of Charms. Now, this will be a crucial year in your education on the art of charm work, but I am confident that we will take hold with the passion and rigor requisite of such a challenge. Right, now, everyone, please open your textbooks to page 517. But before we begin, can anyone here tell me the difference between the incantations of the color change and growth charms? Anyone? Anyone? Hmm? I am afraid it is too late to study now. My, the summer months must have really taken a toll on you all. By the looks of it, you all spent your holidays practicing Obliviate on one another. Do you even remember how to perform a basic summoning charm? Well, it seems that we are in dire need of review. Everyone get into pairs and take positions on opposite sides of the classroom. Now let's put those textbooks to use as the blunt objects you so believe they are, and take turns summoning them out of one another's hands. Only one book will be needed per partnership, Miss Dale. Thank you. Get into place now.
Accio.
That is not bad.
You are a swift learner. I see a lot of potential, but remember, potential is nothing but practice. Keep at it. You might just rival Miss Onai here. Very good, everyone. That's enough of that. Well, as you all seem to have the basics down, and it is an exceptionally lovely day, I was thinking that we might have ourselves a little excursion outside for a spot of fresh air. After me.
Time for a walk. Or teleportation. One or the other. Little of one, little of the other. Now, the first of those combo locks I was able to solve fairly quickly. If I had actually remembered place things down, I would have gotten rid of two of the mystery already.
I've always found that fun goes hand in hand with mastery, as I'm sure the Quidditch players amongst us would agree. So, what better than a bit of sport to put our prowess with the summoning charm to the test, right? So why don't we have our newest student start us off?
Hey, seems fun.
Very simply, cast Accio on one of the spheres and relinquish your charm at the last possible moment.
Accio.
Now, Very good.
Oh, sweet.
Excellent control there.
Okay.
Splendid! Very good. Points to Ravenclaw. But there's certainly no sport in playing without some friendly competition. Miss Onai, would you care to give our new student a bit of a challenge? Come on up.
Be defeated. What?
You'll be the blues just as before, and Miss Onai, you are playing red. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Here we go! Phew. Not exactly your typical lesson, is it? Not that I mind.
Oops.
Very good.
Watch this. There we go. I will get you back for that. Be sharp. Yes!
Now, how foolish do I wish to be? To be very foolish. I try to just win.
Everyone's watching, but try not to be nervous. You are doing quite well.
I think that'll do.
Not to worry. Let us make this a bit more interesting, shall we?
I think we are well past interesting at this point.
I'll say.
Enough chatter. Focus now. You will need it. This round settles it all.
Let us see this. That is how it's done. Do not think I
Yeah.
can easy on you now.
That's it.
Here we go. Phew.
Happens to the best of us.
Watch this.
It makes me reload the whole thing.
Very good, both of you. Well done. Class is dismissed. Gather your things on the way out.
Well done back there. You took the loss in stride. Didn't want to go too easy on you. Took me weeks to become proficient with Accio. Took weeks for me to get anything right when I transferred here. It gets easier, I promise.
Nice. Look at you.
That's good to hear. It's a lot to take in all at once.
To put it lightly, I remember how I felt when I first arrived. I transferred here from Ouagadougou just before my 4th year. My mother received an offer to teach divination here. Before I knew it, we had left Uganda and were halfway around the world at a new school in a new country.
Yeah. Yawns.
Is Ouagadougou much bigger than Hogwarts?
Ouagadougou School of Magic is the largest wizarding school in the world. So yes, bigger than Hogwarts. But it never seemed intimidating or overwhelming to me. It always felt like home.
Is Ouagadougou a castle, like Hogwarts?
Its address is Mountains of the Moon. It is not so much a castle as a beautiful edifice carved out of the mountainside. I remember the first time I saw it, the mist was so thick I could hardly make out anything at all. And then it just materialized before me, this enormous school that seemed to be floating in midair.
This may seem an odd question, but is magic the same there as it is here?
Mostly, yes. But I did have to learn how to use a wand when I arrived here. Hardly anyone at Ouagadougou uses one.
You can cast spells without a wand?
Oh, yes. I find wandless magic to be much more instinctive. Not to mention quite convenient if one is without their wand. I must admit, however, that I am growing quite fond of using a wand. It seems very dramatic.
It's nice to learn about another wizarding school.
Thank you for asking. I do miss Ouagadougou, but I am glad to be here at Hogwarts. Ah, I think Professor Ronan wants to talk to you. Better not keep him waiting. Until next time.
Of course, you can use Accio on humans.
Revelio.
If you're so inclined.
Well, you'd be using it on clothing, to be precise, Sebastian. You know it won't work on humans.
After my brother learned the summoning charm, it was constant Accio this, Accio that, cutlery flying everywhere. Quite unsafe, really.
You wanted to speak with me, Professor?
I did. I trust your first charms lesson lived up to expectation?
Well, an outdoor competition wasn't exactly the lesson I was expecting, sir.
What charm is there in the expected? Miss Onai is a talented witch. Take it in stride. One often gains the most from the battles one has lost.
Of course, Professor. It was a challenging match.
Miss Onai is always a fierce competitor, though I sense that she is a bit distracted of late. Now, Professor Weasley has asked that your professors give you instruction outside of the ordinary curriculum. Expect to hear from me soon regarding a special assignment that I am preparing for you.
Revelio. Leviosa.
Hello. How's your first day coming along?
Hello, Samantha. Nice to see you again.
I wondered how your first day was going. You certainly seem to hold your own in charms.
I've been fortunate. Beginner's luck.
My brother William would tell you not to be so humble and to trust your abilities. Then again, he tends to be overconfident in his. Well, better see to my charms homework. I'm afraid I can't count on beginner's luck to impress Professor Ronan. try to study in the library, at least you can be assured of peace and quiet. Madam Scribner sees to that.
Does it look like treasure chests for you? Why is this the white one there?
Not sure we should study
here.
Revelio.
Let's play that one.
I wouldn't say Professor Howard.
Revelio.
What does it matter whether we do or
Revelio.
That youngun's now a teacher herself. Wonder she's not gobbled up by her own fanged geranium.
Revelio.
Depicts the young orphan wizard Ilias, who famously saved his entire village from an army of dementors and the dark wizard by conjuring a mouse patronus. Do we have some treasures around? Let's start bringing that one. Let's go back inside.
Revelio.
There's something inside of the wall. Can't use it.
Don't get too cocky simply because you had one victory over Sallow. He never backs down from a fight.
What are you up to? Suspicious. Let's look back. Hello.
Lumos.
A centaur.
Please do be mindful where you walk, won't you?
Revelio.
Tile figure.
This is a passage. Relatively nondescript as far as passageways go. However, the mishandling of a crop nobilis in the 16th century and the accompanying swimming of stink sap left it with a rancid odor that even the strongest scoring charm could not seem to eradicate. Oh, after yeah, let's see, that's got some. And I've already found the butterfly.
Lumos. Revelio.
Parchment, maybe? But I think I did get to where I was trying to go. Oh, this seems to be the long way.
Might as well be surrounded by Jarvies.
Revelio.
Wyvern Fountain. This fountain is in the Transfiguration Courtyard, has a likeness of a wyvern on top, and serves as a relaxing place for students to gather. Despite rumors to the contrary, possible staging by Sir Galdigan, this is most assuredly not meant to be the wyvern of Were. Why? Slain by the living knight in spite of himself. Oh, lively in spite of himself. I gotcha.
Revelio.
Handy resource indeed, your field guide. I'm most pleased to be included.
Okay.
Revelio.
What about the room, Professor?
I was thinking the same thing, Deke. Perhaps you could help.
Oh, Deke.
Oh, excuse, Deke.
Ah, there you are.
Oh, I am here.
I trust your first classes went well?
They did, Professor.
I heard as much from Professors Hecat and Ronan. Seems Professor Fig taught you quite a bit before you arrived. I'd wager there's a good deal more to your travels here than what you've told me. Isn't there?
Nothing more, Professor.
I see. Like trying to get a sonnet from a streeler. Regardless, you must continue to build upon what you've learned. In that regard, I've asked your professors to help hasten your progress with some extra assignments.
Professor Ronan did mention something about that.
In fact, Professor Ronan will meet you outside momentarily to assign your first one. Now, regarding the trip to Hogsmeade I mentioned earlier, we've arranged to replace the supplies lost on your way here, including seeds, potion recipes, and spellcrafts.
Thank you, Professor.
And Mr. Ollivander will connect you with the perfect wand. You've managed your classes well with a borrowed wand, but you'll find the magic you cast with your own wand to be far superior.
Can you tell me more about the potions shop, Professor?
J. Pippin's Potions stocks a wide array of potions ingredients, although they rarely sell recipes. Professor Sharp asked that they have a couple of particular recipes on hand for you.
I've never heard of a spellcraft before, Professor. What is it?
A spellcraft is a recipe of sorts used when conjuring objects. I shall explain more about them when you begin working with transfiguration magic.
There's an Ollivander's in Hogsmeade.
There is. Most people are familiar with the shop in Diagon Alley. We're fortunate to have someone like him nearby. Mr. Ollivander is a genuine craftsman and highly skilled wand maker. I would trust no one else to pair me with a wand.
Did he do it in the first place, and therefore you're biased? Yeah.
I'm eager to get to Hogsmeade.
Very well. I'd like you to make your first visit to the village with a classmate. Help you get your bearings. Perhaps Sebastian Sallow or Natsai Onai. I've noticed you spending time with them.
I'm gonna go with Natty.
I'd like to go with Natty.
Excellent choice. Miss Onai is one of our most talented students. And she knows the area. She'll keep you well clear of any of Victor Rookwood's undesirables en route.
Rookwood?
A rather unsavory local. Best to avoid him and his associates, including his right hand of sorts, Theophilus Harlow, if you can. Once you've finished Professor Ronan's assignment, your friend will meet you at the castle doors. No time to waste. The sooner you complete your work, the sooner you can enjoy a butterbeer at the Three Broomsticks.
Does that mean that if I go with the other person, I actually
Revelio.
Well, we've got something on the other side of the wall. Our little friend here. Other side of the wall, locks. Let's go rummaging through teacher's paperwork. Oh, hello there.
Revelio.
Error of a second year serves as a cautionary tale for those students who do not take seriously the complexities and dangers of transfiguration. do I become level 1? That seems to be a butterfly. Mirror.
Accio, Lumos.
Been born a hippogriff. Can't wait till I'm old enough to apparate. No more falling off brooms for me.
The best way to learn how to fly a broomstick is by trial and error. In my case, it was a lot of error.
The only reason I'd want to play Quidditch is to wear those uniforms. So fashionable.
Albie Weeks has been experimenting with new broom models for a while now.
I used to enjoy flying, but there are so many rules now.
Wouldn't it be romantic to fly amongst the stars? Even Professor Shaw might think so.
Stargazing. That sounds nice.
Revelio.
Tickle a sleeping dragon. Unfortunately, this particular sleeping dragon is made of stone and will never awaken. It may be tickled to absolutely no effect. Okay. Lock the door.
Revelio. Accio. Revelio.
Well, this seems like an ominous room for the future. There's a wall there, Scott. Well, there's one burning. Maybe I can light it on fire in the future. Okay.
Revelio.
This particular art is rumored to have once borne the inscription "Pioneer in Dragon Taming." Should not have started with the Hungarian horntail. He got roasted.
Revelio.
1612 Goblin Rebellion to rally troops and generally annoy witches and wizards. This horn was discovered in the aftermath of the rebellion behind the Hog's Head Inn with a wedge of Gorgonzola stuffed inside, presumably to mute it.
What are you up to now?
Revelio.
Beautiful steep ridges that rise majestically over a glen in Argyllshire. It is rumored that one can hear them ring in the glen way across the heavens. When they are rung in the castle, locals have been baffled by the mysterious ringing for years.
Accio. Lumos. Accio. Revelio.
Peasy has a special knack. It's tormenting Professor Black.
Revelio.
Look at me!
Which is an 8, a 12, so we need a 2, which is a dragony looking creature. That one, specifically. And then we've got a 7 and a 1, which means another 2, which means another dragony creature. Oh, hello. Interesting. That is a 7. That is a 1. And it should be a unicorn.
Revelio.
Her suitor, whose eyes are wisely averted as he bends to kiss her hand. It is said that the artist who painted this accidentally gazed at his subject when he delivered the painting and is now forever a sculpture in a garden in Greece.
Revelio.
Interesting.
Oh, finite. Revelio. Lumos. Revelio. Lumos. Accio. Levioso. Accio. Revelio.
Successful casting of Bombarda. Date unknown. Caster unidentifiable.
Revelio.
Frogs that comprise the Hogwarts frog choir. These magical amphibians can sing in 6-part harmony and hold a pitch better than most humans.
Revelio.
Last
Lumos.
I performed a knee reversal hex on a second year. It was an utter triumph. Well, I had a friend who once went to a muggle doctor. It's the truth. She'd fallen over in Piccadilly Circus visiting a relative. Have you ever watched?
Sunlight area. Very naughty area.
Revelio.
Oh, come on. Well, if that's where it actually is, I can't access it at the moment. Where am I?
There you are.
You have a new spell to teach me, Professor.
Indeed I do, and an exceedingly useful one at that. The mending charm, Reparo. Fixes things right up, makes a broken object good as new in the blink of an eye.
It seems as if that might come in handy.
More frequently than one would imagine. As Professor Weasley mentioned, I am not the only one who will be teaching you spells outside of class in an effort to catch you up with your peers. A number of your professors have agreed to do so as well, but first, each shall ask that you complete a few preliminary tasks to hone your magic. I have arranged some for today. See them through and then report back to me. We will have you casting Reparo in no time.
Okay.
Why must I first complete tasks to learn Reparo?
No lesson or lecture can compare to first-hand experience, and these tasks should provide you with just that. Such experience is invaluable when mastering any new bit of magic.
Alright.
I'll start on the task right away, Professor.
I actually will.
Levioso! Accio! Got it. Revelio! A flying page must be around here somewhere. Accio! Brilliant.
I trust the preliminary
I completed the assignments, Professor.
Marvelous. You clearly know your way around basic charms. Let us give the old mending charm a try then, shall we? Remember to be deliberate in your enunciation and movements. I want to see some vigor. Now, wand at the ready.
Yes, sir.
Remember, your wand is a conduit of your magic. That's it. Very good.
Much a failure. To the wrong button. Unbroken objects. I think I've seen that one.
Reparo.
Nicely done. Works like a charm, doesn't it?
Revelio. Levioso. Revelio. Accio. Revelio.
That is not it.
Relief to finally have an answer as to why that portrait was empty.
Revelio.
Oh. Kind of a big hole. Okay.
Accio. Reparo. Revelio.
No current quests to do.
I really have made a mess of things.
Is everything all right?
Oh, hello. Thank you for asking. I'm Cressida, by the way, and I'm afraid everything's not all right. I may be in a spot of trouble with the librarian. You see, I'm fond of creating my own charms. Thought I'd perfected my light as a feather charm to use on my library books. My arms get so tired carrying them around all day. But I must have confused the Latin word for feather with bird in my incantation, because when I opened my bag just now in the library, they literally took flight.
That sounds brilliant, actually.
Thank you. Somehow I don't think the librarian will see it that way. I collect the books and remove the charm myself, except this isn't the first time one of my charms has threatened the peace of the library. Amit told Madame Scribner they were my books flying around, so she said that if I caused her any more trouble, she'd write to my parents. Perhaps you could get them for me. There are only 5. She won't be suspicious of a new student looking around.
Why did Army tell Madame Scribner that they were your books?
Oh, to be perfectly honest, I don't think he meant any harm. I think he was impressed, bragging on my behalf. Amit spends a lot of time gazing at the stars, but he knows a good charm when he sees one.
I suppose I could help, if I have the time.
Oh, I'd very much appreciate it. One of the books is my diary. I'd rather it not fall into the wrong hands. If you could collect them and bring them to me, I can remove the charm.
Revelio. Accio. I'm going to have to use... Got it. Only 4 more to go. Revelio. Accio. Revelio.
Do you want this? Fast travel is invaluable.
Accio. This must be Cressida's diary. I'd want this back too if I were her.
Today was a good day. That is, until Gareth splashed whatever ridiculous concoction he was creating all over my perfectly stewed lace-winged flies. I had to empty my entire cauldron and start all over again. He's such a menace, thinks he knows everything there is to know about potions, always disrupting Professor Sharp's class with his experiments. I'm utterly convinced. That if he wasn't Professor Weasley's nephew, he would have been expelled by now. Abra Smokies again tonight for dinner. I'm becoming more partial to them now, although I still prefer meat pie.
Revelio.
Oh, I see the traitor. In the restricted section, I presume. Professor Black, might I suggest a ban on magic in the library? Someone has been sneaking into the restricted section. Cressida Bloom seems to think of the library as her own personal arena in which to practice her latest incantations. It is most disruptive. One might consider Peeves tame by comparison to such antics. Interesting. Really. And that's out. I need to go back down for this. Alright, let's go up the stairs.
Revelio.
Hello there.
Accio.
Oh, come on.
Revelio.
Rumor is that he had no tolerance whatsoever for noisy students and was known for his liberal use of the silencing charm at the slightest sneeze. Interesting.
That's the last book. Now to take them back to Cressida.
And possibly get scolded. This shall be interesting.
Revelio. Lumos.
The library.
Revelio. Accio.
Looks like a picture. I guess I can use.
Revelio.
Oh, there's the butterfly.
Lumos.
It's a relief to finally have an answer as to why.
Hello, Cressida. I collected your books, including your diary.
Oh, what a relief! Thank you. I'll happily take the heavy lot off your hands now.
Yes.
Here you are.
Well, lesson learned. I certainly won't be practicing any charms in the library again anytime soon. Now, to work out where I went wrong. Perhaps I should start brushing up on my Latin. Thank goodness some people are trustworthy. Certainly wouldn't want anyone but me reading my diary.
Revelio.
How can one not fancy Professor Garlic? She's brilliant with plants.
Revelio. Accio. Levioso. Lumos. Reparo. Revelio.
I'm trying to grow some asphodel in the greenhouse.
Revelio.
System of roots as deep-reaching and convoluted as the school's dungeons. Yeah, it might be main piece, but it does not seem to be the center. Maybe centerpiece.
Revelio.
They're taking pictures. far from
Revelio.
That's a bridge. Is a secret path where a dark man waits for a dark purpose. Okay, interesting. Interesting. One is the triangle.
My aunt has some potions recipes she swears are from Disney Plus.
I think this might be a puzzle.
What?
Lighting them in the right order. So, oh, no it is not. Okay. Circle is 2. You are unmovable. Okay. You should not be interactable. Neither should you. Okay, so you can't interact with them unless they are lit, which means I need to learn the spell to light them on.
Accio. Fabuloso. Reparo. Lumos.
Interesting. Okay. So I believe I need to light them on fire to manipulate them. And then set them up. But I do not have fire yet. It seems not. Shame.
Revelio.
Let's get this first. Then go down to the box. Oh, hello people. Just came out of nowhere.
Lumos. Revelio. 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 Lumos.
Let's get you to which I think is down. Well, it's not like magic or anything to stop me from going over that ledge.
Revelio.
I tried to prove them Amortentia one. It was an awful disaster. I thought he'd take an interest in me.
Hello, wizard. Or whatever you want.
Accio. Lumos. Reparo.
Oh, let's just go through everything.
Levioso. Revelio.
Random dead end. Maybe not so much. It's just a spot for someone to sit quietly by themselves. Unless you have a suspicious mind, then it is everything. Plus, it's not like it's...
Revelio.
We seem to be in the next set of gardens. The Great Hall, huh? Must be a fast travel inside this wall. Let's go ahead and check it out. I should end here soon.
Revelio. Revelio.
So 16.
Revelio.
Evidently, my inventory is full. Let's gear up. We've got 5 and 2.
Revelio. Accio. Lumos.
Well, I know exactly where that is.
Revelio. Accio. Lumos. Revelio. Revelio. Accio. Levuso. Revelio.
This way to go that way, huh?
You can't imagine how inconvenient travel was before I invented
What? Alright, if you keep on bouncing me back and forth, I will be most displeased. Ah. I can't go that way. Okay. Not with that in mind.
Revelio.
months after she insisted on demonstrating her experimental lunar apparition charm to fellow third years. No one knows if she succeeded.
Hello, looking for me?
Revelio.
The heedless who unwisely challenged a mountain troll to a game of musical chairs. I guess it's in it then. Alright, that will be all, everybody. Hope you had fun running around the castle with me. And I hope you all have a lovely day. Remember to like and subscribe. And talk about how annoying all my wandering around is.